Calling all units, calling all units. Donut Shop has a fresh dozen. Go ahead and take a 1040.
And I talk about things that are not very popular in America. A lot of people know about them, but they don't actively practice them.
What's some of those things?
Absolutely, yes. One of the first ones I mentioned is meditation. Now, I know some people are going to be like, nope, click next video, next. No, stick with me here. Stick with me.
Yeah.
Let's see, the last 4 years of my police career, after having to resign from the K-9 unit to save my marriage, which was so hard, I sank mentally because I let my identity get wrapped up in that job. And I didn't view myself as Scott. I viewed myself Scott, the K-9 officer. So losing the dog, losing the assignment, and then going into the schools where I wasn't even around my teams anymore from patrol, it was a lot. And I heard about guided meditations. And I was like, whatever, I'm 35 years old. Why the heck do I need to meditate? That's boring.
Yeah.
It's not going to do anything for me. And finally, someone said, drop your ego and start. So I did.
Yeah.
What I learned was I started attaching emotions to memories of something I wanted to create in my future over time. And it's just like going to the gym. You go 1, 2, 3 times, you're not going to see a physical change.
Yeah.
But it's just the same with meditation. You got to consistently show up. After a few weeks of doing this, I started actually feeling emotions because of those positive images of a future I wanted to create, knowing what I had to create to save my marriage and repair my family dynamic, but also realizing I'm not going to be able to work in law enforcement much longer. What can I do afterwards? And it just built a lot of clarity. And there were times when I would meditate and all, and it wasn't necessarily the images. It was just the ability just to breathe and relax, fully relax.
Let me ask you about the meditation. Where, so people might not. So, like, do I go to a class? Are there candles and rocks, or can I do this in my bedroom? Like,
Yep.
where? Like, what do you suggest? What's the best place for you when you meditate?
For me, it's just a room where there's no one else. And it can be quiet. Like, I have to wake up before my family wakes up, or else it's not quiet. I've got 2 boys, and they're 7 and 5. It's not going to be quiet when they wake up. I got to wake up early to make the time for it. All I do is 10 to 15 minutes a day, a YouTube channel or YouTube video. I mean, it's quote free. Yeah, you're paying for internet, but whatever. You get the point. And
Is it you
nothing
put the music
complicated.
on? You put music on?
I do guided meditations because.
Okay, so
yeah.
what is guided meditation?
Guided meditation is where someone will say, focus on 3 moments that you're grateful for. Rather than just playing peaceful music and sitting there for 10 minutes and letting your mind go wherever.
Yes.
Right.
It's better for officers to actually do a guided meditation because, our minds can wander to some very bad places because we've seen bad things and been bad places and been exposed to just the worst that someone can be exposed to. So I recommend guided. They'll talk about gratitude. They'll have you focus on your breath because, believe it or not, we typically, particularly if we live in survival mode, we're not taking in as much oxygen as we need to help calm our bodies down. That was very shocking to me when I was researching this stuff. And
Okay, so so you just search that on YouTube, guided meditation, then you just kind of find maybe you'll pick one out after you check a few out that someone's voice might kind of lend to your
exactly. You got to
creative
find
thinking.
which channel works for you. But over time, it's amazing how you start to live a life based on a future you want to create, not being held back by the emotions and stories of your past, which I'm not trying to discount them. It obviously takes a toll on you.
Yeah.
But why not start to think about something a little bit more positive other than going into work and immediately thinking about the negative, whether it's the outside factors or the inside factors?
That is something that I try to tell people, and you do it more eloquent than I do, and I use the word eloquent to say that I don't know how to talk. You see what I did?
Eloquently.
But I try to tell people that too. I'm like, man, like, why? Why are you letting that bother you? Like, what is that? What's going to come out of that? Like, if nothing, then don't let it bother you. Basically, it's like if you have no control over it, focus on the positive. Focus on what you can control. That little thing is just eating up your day, and then now you come to work and blah, 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 blah. Or you're living at home just blah, 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 for no reason. So, but life is a ride, right? You got the ups, you got the downs.
You do.
All right? But a ride's supposed to be fun. In my view, I say the ride is supposed to be fun. Enjoy the up, enjoy the down, because guess what? There's going to come a turn. It's going to be a straightaway. It's going to slow down, and you got to get off. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, hey man, enjoy it.
Absolutely.
Enjoy it.
I love that line where it says, laugh, enjoy, or don't take life too seriously because nobody makes it out alive.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
So true.
Yeah, and then you're gone. So while you're here, make the best of it.
Yeah.
That's why I've been really focused on family and enjoying my little, because that's happiness for me. So enjoying those moments and really slowing down when I can, and then be what you said, present. You know, you weren't present because you were hyper vigilant. So I try to be more present nowadays. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Because Penny just turned 5?
Turn 5.
5, dude. 5.
Yeah.
I remember when she was when she was nothing.
And she was nothing.
Yeah, she was not even there. You know, 5. Now she's a little.
So to close off on the meditation, so guided meditation is suggested. It's
highly.
working best for you right now.
Very much so. Yeah.
All right, we're going to take a break and get into those other forms that you have. I know you said there's other things that you want to get out there, and then anything else we want to talk about after that. But I'm really interested in that and the meditation. And you want to say any close on that with the guided meditation stuff? Or
Yeah,
you just hit everything.
At first, your brain's going to be like, "What are you doing?" Because
Yeah.
our brain's like what's normal, and it always seeks to conserve energy. So when you're doing something new, even if you're doing something that's bad for you, hey, the brain's familiar with it. It's easier to do that thing, whatever it may be, whether it's drinking or whatever else.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're going to have that moment. You have to fight through it. Same thing as going to the gym. You're going to feel that pain, but no pain, no gain. So stick with it,
Yeah.
and eventually you start to think differently, which leads you to feeling differently. It's a heck of a lot worth it.
Yeah, man.
So, in, like you said, 15 minutes a day, or
Yeah, that's the most I do because some people do an hour, hour and a half. My brother does that. And I don't see how he does it, but I'm good
who's
with.
got time for that?
Yeah, but it's amazing if you make something a priority. All of a sudden, there's time for it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
of course.
But
That's why I tell my wife, you got a schedule.
Don't tell that to my wife. All right, we'll be right back.
Hey, come here. Come here. No, bring it in real close. I got something for you. Did you subscribe yet? Right down there. Hit that subscribe button and the bell notification, because you got to know when we're going to give you a show. Do it. Go now. I'm waiting. Come on. Right there. All right, back to the show.
And we're back.
Yeah.
So huge, and just a testament to what you've done and how you applied it to yourself, right? Filling your mind and training your mind to think of positive stuff and things that you want, you'll get there. It's crazy. You'll get to where you want to go. You just have to believe in it.
Yeah.
And I don't know if, and I contribute this, and I thank my father for this, because he always would tell me, you're the best. You're the best. You're the best. And whenever I was little playing baseball, you're the best. Nobody's better than you. To where I believed
Yeah.
that I was the best. And then I excelled in the stuff. And not maybe because that I'm the best, but I believed in it. And that mindset has taken me through. I could tell you I never got recruited for college baseball. Whatever the scouts, I guess they didn't think I was good enough. I walked on to every school that I went to, and I started once I was on the team. I tried out for a comedy show. I think it was Florida's Funniest Comedian. Crushed because I believed I was the best, but I didn't win. Politics, or I can say I crushed. All I can say is I did good, but I didn't win.
Right.
If you want to talk and gossip, and say politics, somebody who won, who's been there for a long time. Long story short, I did my own comedy show a year later, sold out the Improv, and did that the following year and sold out the Magic City Casino. 700 people came to see. So it was because I didn't give up. I got knocked down, and I was like, nope, I'm gonna keep going. The YouTube stuff, all of this stuff, I just keep going, and that's the whole mindset. I know I can get there. And to be honest, I look back at everything that I've done, and this is not about me. You're here to talk about this stuff, but it just coincides and it validates what you're talking about. I look back at everything that I've done, and I feel like I'm nowhere near where I need to be. But when I stop and look back, I'm like, wow. Mm-hmm. You're talking about I go around the country, and I was like, how am I sitting here? I'm like, wow, look at all this stuff that I've done, and I need to celebrate that because I'm so caught up in like I suck. I gotta get back. Nobody, I'm never gonna be where I want to be. Go, 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 go. But I have done accomplishments, so pat on my own back. But it's just a testament to the book. So to continue, we talked about meditation, right? So guided meditation.
Guided meditation.
Yep. What are some other things?
Yeah, this is typically the time when people change the video or change the whatever when I say this, but yoga.
All right, I'm out.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just kidding.
I always tell people, though, if you don't want to do that power yoga stuff, you say, I like to work out by lifting weights or CrossFit or 9-round, whatever the case may be, then at least stretch. Mm-hmm. The police uniform is just chronic stress on the body, and chronic stress is that stress where you don't see it at first, and it's just like that slow drip effect on your body.
Yeah.
And eventually the knee pain starts, or the lower back pain starts, or wherever. And some guys are like, oh, whatever, I wear the new tack vest and it feels comfortable.
Yeah.
It's still weight on your body. Come on. Let's stop it with the excuse.
It's up on your shoulders where it's not on your waist now. And now we're gonna see
bad back.
Yeah.
Well, not anymore.
Yeah. Bad back. And so to count, to add to that, yoga, I don't do yoga, but I've always, or at least in my later years of having a bad back, learned to stretch.
Yes.
And that's a huge thing. So to point out, stretching, because I herniated a disc, and so it was always pulling on the hamstrings.
Yeah.
And so that's the biggest thing, is your hamstrings lead to your back, lead to your butt, lead to your back. And so stretching those things is huge.
Butt.
And so yoga does that. And then and I know from professional soccer players that do yoga, those guys are hurt less than just guys that are out there. A little stretch, and they're not getting it. And then to the mental aspect side of it, my wife's had a couple little, minor surgeries, but then I mentally stress out and my back will be perfectly fine the week before. But when I know she's coming into that surgery, my back goes, whoop.
Yep.
And so it's that stress. And so if it's not the job, it's the personal life that's causing your back to hurt. And then I go to work and it's like, oh, all right, I can't sit too long, or I can't, so the mental health of it goes right into those muscles.
Yeah.
So and that's what I'm doing is I'm working out now, so it repairs itself faster, and the stretches get more efficient, and they're better for those muscles so that you're not hurting. Sorry, not trying to steal it. To your point, I believe it.
You hit the nail on the head.
Yeah.
We are connected from head to toe.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're healthy up here, it'll lead you to be more open to stretching. And then when you stretch, you're physically better, which can help your mindset because you're not focused on the pain you're going through. You can focus on how to build your life or focus on whatever you need to do to get done for the day rather than focus on, my back, which stresses out your mind.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're connected head to toe. And I started doing the yoga about, I don't know, maybe 11, 12 years into the career. And I was sick and tired of being stiff in that uniform. Mm-hmm. And I started doing the yoga, and about after 3 months, it's like, man, I'm coming up mid to late 30s, and I'm feeling pretty good in uniform. I mean, I'm feeling a lot better than what I was, and I was toning up, and these young guys would come on 21, 22 years old, and I'm in better shape than they are. And I just refuse to be that officer to complain about, I'm getting too old for this. I just refuse to do that. And just stretching helps so much.
Yeah.
But it was also the mental health. But my yoga coach, who I've met in person, Sean Vigue. I will give a shout out to Sean Vigue.
Shout out, Sean.
I will give a shout out to Sean Vigue because, in my opinion, he makes yoga not as boring as a lot of people say. I don't want to do the whole thing. No, he gets right to it.
Yeah.
And he's entertaining with it, not too formal about it by any means. But he says it very well. When you're flexible, you feel younger, and flexibility equals youth. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to trust this man and go with it. And I can't recommend it enough. And you know what? To anyone watching, listening, whatever, if you're thinking, man, if the SWAT guys know I'm doing that, like my fellow operators know I'm doing, they're going to make fun of me. I can't be doing that,
Yeah.
Okay, you don't have to tell anyone you're doing it. You actually don't have to tell everyone stuff that you do all the time, whether it be social media or just by talking about it. You can keep it in secret.
Yeah. It is a novel thing in today's day and age that everything you do doesn't have to get posted on your Instagram story or your social media feeds.
Yep.
You can just do something. You don't have to talk about it at lunch. You can,
I'm posting a downward dog.
Yeah.
I'm posting the downward dog.
Yeah, but I mean, in my frame of mind, that kind of stuff, I feel like sometimes sharing that stuff and saying to those guys that may be naysayers, no, it's fine. You go do you, bro. I'm doing me.
Right.
And this is fun because if I reach that one person that follows my social media and says, oh, I should go do that, and it helps.
Yeah.
I'd take one of those over 5 of those guys that are like,
Absolutely.
And
Right.
I know not everybody's like it, but I don't care about
Yeah.
what the SWAT guys. I love you guys, but I don't care what you think of me. Obviously, hey, Florida, vote for Florida with a mullet on. I have a mullet on and I'm dancing in little shorts. So I really don't care. But anyways, but some people do, and it's okay. You don't have to wear the stretchy pants, even though you like to wear the tight yoga. okay. The tight yoga pants. I'm just saying.
I would tell you, someone with leg hair
Yeah.
wearing pants when you're on the yoga mats, because the yoga mats tend to be a bit like sticky would be the wrong word, but like an actual true yoga mat, it holds your form so you're not sliding all over it, like especially if you get sweaty. It pulls on your leg hairs.
So
Interesting. I'd never noticed that.
I don't wear stretchy pants, but I'll wear like joggers.
Let me
Stretchy pants.
All right, I'm another fun fact, and we can clip this for a reel too. But did you know that? Okay, because I got upset on some things that got taken down on YouTube. However, you can search naked yoga, and they're allowed naked yoga
Because
You
it's
guys
an
go
art
search
form.
that. Yes.
Yeah.
So there is people stretching naked on YouTube with no blurs.
I think
I'm just whatever works for you. We're trying to get the mind right here.
I think 13-year-old Nick texted me that one day, so
you
super
remember that?
excited.
Yeah.
Like we were both 13-year-olds, and you figured out to descramble your HBO
Yeah.
on TV.
Well, because I was little. I'm like, really? This stuff gets taken down.
Yeah.
You can't talk about the gun range, but I can see somebody stretch and doing a downward dog,
Yeah.
and butt naked, you know, and all their glory. So what I'm just saying is that fun fact. While we're talking about this stuff, all right, let's get back to let's get back to the.
And
book,
I'm
'cause
sorry I didn't
don't-
write about
Yeah, I was
nude
gonna
yoga
say
in the book.
I've been looking for the naked yoga stuff. It ain't in here.
You got to check the index. The index.
All
Yeah.
right, so yoga helps. Yoga helps. Everything's connected.
Hey, come here. Come here. No, bring it in real close. I got something for you. Did you subscribe yet? Right down there. Hit that subscribe button and the bell notification, because you got to know when we're going to give you a show. Do it. Go now. Go now. I'm waiting. Come on. Right there. All right, back to the show.
Calling all units. Calling all units. Donut Shop has a fresh dozen. Go ahead and take a 1040.